I was the best man at a wedding. If I'm the best man, why is she marrying him? Sometimes the way things come to be right now is it doesn't exactly make sense to us on the face of it, because it got to be this way for any number of reasons which are not, right in front of our faces. Like, how language changes, or like customs change, or things. Sometimes words are used in a way that's not metaphorical, but it's also not strictly literal. Like when you say the best man, it's not a metaphor for anything, but it's also not literal in the sense that this man is the best man. It's just, I guess that it's it's just what that thing is called, and it doesn't necessarily have to make exact perfect sense. Like, my instinct is to say that it's the groom's best friend, because that's what it is. So it's not the best man at the wedding or in the world or anything. It's just your best man. Like, my best man is gonna be, at my wedding. No. What? Sorry. What I'm trying to say is that it's like if you think of the world as a huge, huge Plinko board on Price is Right, where they've dropped the Plinko chip in the middle, and it doesn't end up in the middle. And it seems very random sometimes, very hard to predict. And eventually it ends up someplace, and that's just where it is. And it doesn't, are there reasons for it? Technically, yes. It's all, down to the molecular level or the mathematical level. It happened because of gravity and everything. But from our perspective, it seems random, and it's hard to predict. And it's hard to, even sometimes after the fact, trace it back and see why did it happen that way. And so sometimes things end up in a certain way where it's like, well, that seems strange to me. But I think that you got to be okay with that, because, what are you going to do? Like, if you spend all your time thinking about that kind of thing, you're going to... very stressful. You're going to drive yourself crazy trying to figure everything out like this. And, sometimes not understanding something, or like having a vague notion of it, but you don't know all the details, is fine. Like, you don't have to... Nobody's forcing you. Nobody's going to hold a gun to your head and ask, about dry cleaning or... anything about airplanes.